Liz coming in hot with the fun medieval facts in the chat. It never even occurred to me to think about the fact that this game was called Pentiment and that might have special meaning. Hobbs, you're welcome even if you can't be useful, but it's also awfully nice that you know things and are willing to share them with us, and we appreciate you. Hi everybody, Connie Go, thank you for the resubscribe, and Claire, thank you for the resubscribe. Their third cold in 1.5 months. That might just be one long cold. You might be on the same cold. Hi everybody, how you doing? I'll tell you how I'm doing. I'm crabby. I'm just in a bad fucking mood. I'm better today. Yesterday I woke up and then I just kept sleeping. I was like very headachy. You know how sometimes you get headachy and then you're just like annoyed about being headachy? That's how I feel. Nothing has happened. I've just been headachy and been dealing with the weather, and it has just put me, and the time change is not helping fucking anything. Yeah, my sleep's all disrupted. Here's the thing. I know that this is a me issue because I'm cranky and annoyed by everyone. But also, if people could stop giving me ammunition to be annoyed, that would be very cool. So that's how I feel. That is how I'm feeling. Whoa! I wish I could be a shiny Krabby. That would be a huge upgrade from how I am. Gold stars, why are you on... Well, this is a trick question. I was going to say, why are you irrationally angry? But that's just the thing, right? There's no reason. There's no reason. I ate lunch really late, and so I got to that hangry point where I was just like, I haven't eaten lunch, and it's nobody's fault but my own, but I'm angry about it anyway. So that's what my vibe is. I'm gonna do my best to get into the energy of this game, you know, and not be not role play my crabbiness. But we'll see if fucking Kloss tries to start shit with me. You know, if I go to this midwife and she's talking shit, at least I know Mousefounder is always going to be there. Oh, I always know Schlau is always going to be there for me. Main reason is bad coworkers, but I would not normally be as angry as I am from that alone. I mean, you know, it's good to be aware when your moods are being influenced by internal stuff so that you know not to take it out on other people. But again, I do wish there was a way that I could signpost to people that I'm just like, I had no patience to start with, and whatever patience I had is gone. But there really isn't a way. I wish that we could, like, I wish that clothing was color coded. So if I wore like all red, people were like, Jenna's at peak. She's at peak. Peak whatever she is, she's at that peak. Do not engage. I think all clothing should be color coded, and you should only dress the color that your emotion is. And if you're colorblind, you're gonna have to get one of those clueless wardrobe interfaces where it tells you what color and size everything is. Wear a red flag when you're in a bad mood. I'm saying that's how it should be. I mean, I also think this is I wish I wish we lived in a culture where you could make some sort of marker that tells people, don't talk to me, I do not want to engage. And I remember having this thought before, and I always get caught in this loop because we do have that. I got a pair of massive headphones, not these, but comparables, so that I could wear them when I'm out. And I just want people to be like, wow, this person's wearing the biggest fuck off headphones I've ever seen. I guess I shouldn't talk to her. But that's never. It's, if anything, they're more likely to talk to me because, I don't know, it's a form of control or something. It's infuriating. That's what resting bitch face is for. That's not a bad point. That's not a bad point. I wish there was like a pair of sunglasses I could wear that covered enough of my face so that when somebody saw it, they would be like, not that person. That person is too important or tired to talk to me. And I've got the biggest sunglasses I can, and it still doesn't work. It's just like, how much of my personhood do I need to cover up so that people don't engage with me if I don't want to? And the answer is no amount, because I'm a woman and I present female in public and everybody thinks that my time is their time. Anyway, this is how I feel. Let's play this game. Oh, that's right. I have the option to track Lucky. I mean, that would be getting closer. Calvin peeing. That would be getting closer. I just want there to be some iconography in public that it communicates that people would actually respect. And that's the thing, is like, I think there are things in our culture that demonstrate that kind of thing, but people ignore them. And that's the trouble, maybe. Anyway, I have a car now, so it doesn't matter. I cannot engage with people a lot easier. Do I want to follow Lucky? I mean, so he did yell at the Lord when the Lord came to town, which is very suspicious. But part of me really wants to investigate that dude that we know stole from the Lord. Not the Lord, not God the Lord, but the Lord that was killed. Otherwise, are you enjoying your newer Midwest haunts? Yes. I was looking at road trip and camping stuff I can do easily, and there's a couple of national forests I can get to pretty easily that I'm really excited to drive out to and camp to. But it is just, but that should be indicative of my vibe, which is where I'm like, how do I escape everyone? How do I get the fuck out of here? Anyway, other than that, the Midwest is great. It's the best. Perpetual Panda, thank you for resubscribing. All right, I do want to follow Lucky, and I'm worried that I do worry that I'm going to lose out on that opportunity if I keep going around being seduced by nuns and hanging out with gay monks. Hey, Ulrich. Hi, Anna. I think Anna's the cutest little baby. Hey, Gret. All right. Anxious Topiary, thank you for the resubscribe. Over 2 years, goodness. I've been doing these workshops that Twitch has been putting on about like doing stuff for your channel and making your channel better and cooler and sexier and more fly. And it's been wild. Very, very few of the people who've attended these workshops stream games. And that blows my mind, because in my mind, Twitch is still like 90% gaming and then 10% other stuff. But that is not... It's fascinating to talk to people who are streaming radically different stuff, but also a lot of people who have been streaming for like forever, for as long as Twitch has been around. And that's also been really neat and wild. If they want to bug you, they're going to bug you. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing, right? It's like short of twirling a butterfly knife between my fingers. And even that, you know, is going to lure somebody in. And I don't want to lure in the kind of person who would be lured in by that. Since Justin.tv, fuck. I mean, low-key, yeah. I've talked to one or two people who have been streaming longer than I conceptualize streaming as existing, weirdly. Oh. Alright, so there's the midwife. I do need to talk to the widow. Maybe I'll go... There's the cemetery where I won't be able to unentomb anybody. Let's go talk to the widow. What about the bubble boy bubble? What are you saying, Arrowhound? Otto might still help you with the cemetery, I think. Well, is old Otto... They can't get to you. That's a good point. If I entomb myself in plastic, where nobody can see me or hear me, that would that would protect me from engaging. Old Otto is Otto's dad. Okay, gold stars, thank you. I was trying unsuccessfully to navigate. No. The there we go. This section. I was trying to navigate this section to see if I could find out information about the Ottos. Okay. Old Otto's the fisherman. Younger Otto is the town carpenter. Okay. Known for his dislike of the abbey. Oh, he's probably totally chill with helping me unearth a monk. Since he doesn't like the abbey, he has less to lose. Well, if it isn't the late Baron's new best friend. Nice to see you too, Otila. Bah! Sarcasm, how original. Otelia is how I feel right now. This lady is, we're on the same fucking wavelength. What do you want? You must be bothering me for something. I wanted to ask you some questions about Lorenza Rothvogel's murder. Will you be seducing by talking to pagan witch ladies, though? Could I? If she's down to seduce me, I am down to being seduced. And, it takes two to seduce. Lizzie Who, thank you for the resubscribe. Not the first time Perchta answered my call. Perchta. Oh, right. You want to know what I think? I'm glad he's dead. I hope whoever killed him gets the abbot next. Damn. Maybe burns that entire abbey to the ground. And that's all I have to say about it. The life of an innocent man is at stake. One of the elderly brothers. Can't you spare me a few minutes? You think I care about what happens to some old monk? Pugh, idiot. Kill them all, see if I care. Every agent of the church should die. Okay, lady. Woof. Whew. Fiery. Where is this anger coming from? Is it something I can help with? No! Well, maybe. Oh! Don't suppose those skinny arms of yours can hold more than a paintbrush. Not so strong as Otto, but I can lift things and reach high places if that's what you need. Not often someone offers to help out old Otelia. Fine, you do some things for me, maybe it'll jog my memory. Otelia knows how to play the fucking game. But it's gonna take a while. Lots of things have been building up, things I'm too old to do. You got some place to be? Oh, it's gonna let me flirt with Otelia. If I do that, though, I'm part of the problem. I don't think Otelia murdered him. I mean, this is hard because, like, who do I think actually might have done it? It's not Otelia. And I don't think Lucky did it, although it's not impossible. Really genuinely, my number one most suspicious character is the guy who stole from him and then ran off. But I have no way of knowing if the Lord knew about that for the moment. Well, let's just do it. Follow me, then. Handsome young thing thinks they're so smart and clever, like I can't see right through them. Been needing to collect some firewood, but I haven't been able to muster the energy. Do you often have a difficult time gathering wood? I'm an old woman. Everything's difficult and no one's around to help me. Not since my husband died. Now stop yammering and get to work. This light won't last forever. Alright. I was hoping if I asked her about her old broken body, I'd be able to give her some medicine or something, and then I wouldn't. I gotta get motive for Lucky, but if I don't have motive already, should I be trying to drum some up? You think the whole town is in on it? Keeper of Arcane. I have said before, and I will say again, my vibe is that this is an Agatha Christie situation. An Agatha Christie situation where everybody has motive and maybe everybody had a hand in it. It only takes one to murder. But if you have a whole town, I don't see why it couldn't take everyone. There are the trees Otto's been felling for the abbot. Let me steal from the abbot? Welcome to Pluto. Welcome to stream. Everyone held the club at the same time. You gotta get your hand on this murder. Bro, you gotta come down to the abbey and get a hand on this murder. Break off that branch there, the big one. Ooh, I mean, she wants me to do this because she knows it belongs to the abbot. I know how Atelia feels. She's been wronged by the abbey, but the wood still does belong to the abbot. If the abbot finds out I helped Otelia steal from him, he could make finishing my masterpiece difficult. But if I refuse to help Otelia, she might not tell me what happened between her and Lorenz to make her hate him so. The way she yelled at him that day he arrived, it must have been serious. But serious enough to kill him? Perhaps I can make her see reason. I don't think I'm going to make her see reason. And I don't think she killed him. Welcome to Pluto, though. No, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. I think everybody. Oh yeah, the Ides of March is tomorrow. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come not to bury Caesar, but to meme him. I'm preparing to be on Tumblr tomorrow. Oh yeah, and Happy Pie Day. God, so many made-up holidays happening this week. We missed Mario Day, too. Hey, Kit Katty. Telex, thank you for the Prime subscribe. Alright, how to deal with Otelia. I've got to do my due diligence of reminding Otelia that this is wrong, but then I am going to steal them. You think the Abbey doesn't steal from us? The people of Tassing were here before the Abbey was. This forest is ours. Technically, all holidays are made up. That's true. Some are more made up than others. Kate Caddy, thank you for the Prime subscribe. Just because some piece of paper somewhere says this land belongs to the church, we can't use it? The people who care for it? I just think about it a lot because, like, within my lifetime, the concept of having a holiday for something has become a capital practice. You know what I mean? Like, capitalism got to the concept of holidays within my lifetime. And I remember when the only holidays were, like, the big ones. Like, where the most obscure holiday was, like, Arbor Day. And now it just genuinely feels like every single day you could find another holiday that makes it up. This is a thing I think a lot about. That I think, like, can I make a video about this that's something other than old woman yells at cloud? And, you know, maybe not. The Ides of March gets a pass because it's old. But it's just like, I feel like holidays are made up solely for marketing campaigns. It just feels like it's National Pancakes Day, and that means you gotta go to a store and buy pancakes, and like, okay, hey, it's Donut Day. Hey, it's Mario Day. It's Star Wars Day. It's just like, okay, this is a lot. Cellobotomy, thank you for the Prime resubscribe. What did the Abbey do to make... Well, I think she kind of explained why she hates the Abbey. It seems more like a spread and ease of access of information than an inherently capitalist thing. But I think the movement was... Like, yeah. I mean, it would be worth investigating. It's just, I remember, like, the first, like, holiday... like, faux holiday coming out was like, do you remember Talk Like a Pirate Day? But I think that was like a Dunkin' Donuts tie-in. And then that popped off. And that was like, that was when I was in like college. So 80, 90 years ago? We have enough firewood. We don't need the branch. I need to save my strength for all of the other chores you're going to have me do, remember? You're right about that. It's been too long since I've had somebody to help me. But don't think you've cowed me, boy. The abbey is still a tumor on the skin of this land. Ugh, all this shouting's making my back twinge. Well, Lizzie Who, here's what I can't remember. I can't remember if it pre-existed or if Dunkin' Donuts or whatever. It was some donut company kind of latched onto it. But I cannot remember which came first. The donut tie-in or the holiday. You think unofficial Talk Like a Pirate Day is older than that? I think you're right. But then I think a donut company jumped onto it and made it a thing where it's like if you came and dressed as a pirate to Krispy Kreme or whatever, they would give you a free donut. I can't use all these sticks. They're too big. You need to break them down for me. Sure, break the sticks. Got it. You got it, lady. I need the right side at a certain length, so break them and forget the leftover scrap. Where should I break them? I'll know when I see it. Now get snapping, boy. I'm trying to figure out, because is flashing... Is the flashing gonna, like, change? I'm not certain what the flashing is doing from a UI standpoint. Yeah, this is a stick breaking minigame. This game has had, like, one or two. You have to guess. I don't like that. This is a game I shouldn't have to guess. This one is too small and frail, just like you, Mahler. I mean, I'm doing chores for you, so I don't know. I don't know what you expect. Fine. This one is too big. I don't need a club, you buffoon. Crock. This one is too big. I don't need a club, you buffoon. I mean, this is way... Okay. No, that's fine. More than that, Mahler. Bigger. This one is too big. Yeah. Yeah, you said. This one is too big. Oh, I see. The ones I'm breaking is too big. You're not listening at all. That's true. I'm not. That better? Fine. I guess I'll freeze to death tonight. Now come help me back at the house. Of course. Lead on. I thought she was commenting on the sticks before I broke them. So I was confused at why she kept saying that they were too big. I was like, well, I'm breaking them for you, so I don't know what you're asking for. But I understand now in hindsight. This game has had like one or two mini games, but when I started, because we started early with that blacksmith mini game, I thought there was going to be more mini games, and I'm wondering if that's a thing that they intended this game to have that kind of got cut. Because there was that horseshoe making mini game where I flirted with the blacksmith. Or it's possible that I just have been missing them. It's possible I've just been missing the mini games entirely. I have some mementos from Rannick here. They've gone crooked and I can't reach. Could you hang them for me, Andreas? I suppose. I promised to do you the favor of talking about your precious bairn, didn't I? So no grumbling. And please be careful with my pictures. Some are very fragile. I would hate to lose them to your carelessness. They don't happen all the time, but they're scattered throughout. Yeah. The fact that we had one so early gives me the impression that there was supposed to be more. Think you can hang these papers on the wall? I can't reach. I'm so weak. I'm just an old woman. There you go. That looks all right. Thank you for hanging those. Just one thing. Remember the cross? Remove the cross. Are you sure about that? Don't you gainsay me, boy. It's fine. Is it... wait, okay. What Otelia is asking of me is sacrilegious? No, I'm not worried about the Inquisitors coming up here. Austin, yeah, you missed the stick breaking. The highlight of the stream. It's a Warnode cross and it graced the home she shared with her husband. If I destroy it, she might regret it later. Both of these are like, I might as well for simply aiding her. That would not speak well to my character or Otilia's when the Archdeacon comes to hear the case against Pietro. I won't be able to help Piero if my reputation is poor, but if I anger her, I might miss out on information about Lorenzo's death. Perhaps I convince her to put it somewhere out of sight so it won't torment her. That might be enough. Austin, I got the lowest score possible. In fact, a pop-up, there was a little pop-up that said, wow, you scored in the 10% lowest ranking for it. So I'm on the leaderboard, but for the worst of the worst gamers. I did, if I did even a single stick good, I would be surprised. The old lady said she'd freeze to death. Well, and I did refuse to get more sticks for her, so that really is on me. What do you plan to do with the cross? Destroy it, of course. Oh, well, she's fine. She's got a cross to burn. The church never did anything for me and took nearly all I had. Why should I be made to venerate it? What did the church take from you? What does it matter to you? Just take the thing down like I asked. Hey, Chad. Perhaps I could just move the cross to where you can't see it. I understand that you're angry and hurting now, but you might regret destroying it later. I mean, she's an old lady. She definitely knows her... She knows her vibe way more than I know her vibe. But I've got a perfect chance to convince her, so it'll be fine. Maybe your husband would have wanted you to... Would your husband have wanted you to destroy the cross? It blessed the home you shared together. My Rannick. He made it, did you know? It always reminded me of him, for better and for worse. Perhaps you could move it somewhere out of view. That could be all right. Did it. We did it. Now about... Got one last thing for you to do if you're willing. A legal document. I need you to read it. The words are too small for my old age, and my reading's not so good. I'm not an expert in Bavarian law, but I'll do my best. Huh, good enough for me. Oh my god. It says, oh, due to the oh, that's right. They were gonna kick the widow out of her house. Due to the recent death of Rannig Kemper, his lack of heirs to inherit, your inability to pay fees on the land, your property is forfeit to the church. Ooh. I don't think this is motive. I mean, it's motive for her to hate the church, but she already hated the church, and I don't think she needed motive for that. I'm sorry, Otilia. That devil, that monster! This is the fault of Lorenz Rothvogel. Ooh, if he were alive, I'd kill him myself. May he boil in hell for all eternity. I think it's time you tell me what happened with the Baron. Rannig, my husband, he caught that Rothvogel devil riding through our property and told him rightly to leave. The Baron beat my Rannig for it, beat him so savagely that he took a cane to walk. Oh my god, this fucking lord. Even his breathing pained him. Never could breathe so deep as long as he lived, which wasn't long at all. Good God. That Baron was the worst kind of man, careless and cruel. He knew he could beat my Rannig and suffer no consequences, so he did. We were not even so low as animals to him. We were furniture. And I knew after Rannig died, the church would try to take what little I had left. This document only confirms it. All because of Lorenz Rothvogel. Say nothing. I don't think this old fucking lady who can't even pick up sticks to build a fire would kill him. Since Rannig left, I'm just waiting to die. I should have to go on living when he's gone. He has not even been dead a year. I hope I would follow him before the church came for what was left of our life. Inheritance laws are cruel to the widowed and childless, just as the church likes it. It doesn't matter, boy, the laws will never change and nobody cares. Well, Otelia, I've got some good news about the laws, but probably not for another couple hundred years. You know, that's a pretty compelling reason for you to have... Andreas! Don't fucking say that! That sucks. You said yourself... Oh. Ah, finally, some honesty from you. This is the real purpose of your visit all along. I'm an old woman, Andreas. Even walking from my bed to the door pains me. How could I kill a man in his prime? Not that it matters. I'm sure I'll take the blame for it anyway, just like I'm blamed for every runny nose and this, or thrown horseshoe around here. The people in town can't wait for me to die, and the abbey vultures hate me for my contempt of them. None of it matters. I don't care what happens to me anymore. Thank you for your help, boy. You're the only ones who's come calling since my Rannig passed. Do you know? Now get out. I need to lie down. Of course. Wow, mean. Of course, I was glad to help. Damn. Should I befriend that old lady? I should find somebody to eat with. Ugh. Maybe now's my chance to eat with the... Can I eat with the midwife? Yes! Although, I think the Zimmerman house, if I remember correctly... Well, let me double check. Hold on. Let's see. Martin Bauer. Can I eat with the Bauers? I can. I can eat with Johann Bauer Farm. All right. Let's go eat with the Bauers. I don't think eating with people will ever give you clues. Oh, so it's just like a chance to hang out with them? I don't want to hang out with the fucking Bauers. I go eat with the charcoal burner. Let's go hang out with the charcoal burner. Charcoal burner, chill. And maybe we can flirt a little. Some German states didn't allow women to inherit property all the way to until 1900s when a national law superseded any remaining state laws preventing it. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I mean, like... I think people don't realize, actually, the extent to which women's rights are a very modern acquisition. Like, I think inheritance laws in America are like, kind of on a relatively similar scale. Like, the last 100 years has been, in terms of, like, getting rights for women, has been pretty astounding. Like, the fact that women can own property and get credit cards in their own name and, like, things like that are much more modern and recent inventions. Yes, yeah, Hobbes, exactly. Like, I mean, I know why people don't think it, and it's because we still live in a patriarchal society that wants to repress the knowledge of the advancements we've made so that we don't fight as hard thinking we can get more advancements. You know what I mean? If you don't think that anything can change... you're not likely to fight for change. And if you don't know the history of the change, then it's easier to erase it. And so people just always think that, people want to think that these rights have always, that things have always been as good as they are now. And therefore can never get any better. You know what I mean? It's a complicated thought. Did you need something? Would you mind if I joined you for a meal? Are you sure? Why wouldn't I be? Most decent folk don't like to associate with my kind. They like the charcoal, but they hate the burner. They're idiots. Let's eat. Well then, I suppose you're welcome. Hey, Drew. That's, this alright with you, Václav? I suppose. Alright, good. Good. Bless us, O Lord, and these are gifts which we are about to receive for your bounty. Through Christ our Lord, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Oh, is voting on repealing right to work here? The crowd's full of union members. Good. Oh god, I have to cough. Oh. Oh. There's some tea leaves at the bottom of that cup. Oh boy. That really stuck. Woo. Thank you for the hospitality. Oh. Woo. Ah, Chad. Steward training, that rules. Hell yeah. Good on you. Of course, we're glad to have you. How else will Václav get his town gossip? Hey. Yes, the really deceptively named right to work laws. No, that's exactly it. It's amazing to me that those laws are called right to work, because that is I think it's such a deceptive name. Right to work means right to bust up unions, yeah. Yep. Yeah, gold stars, that's 100% on purpose. Like, that is 100% a propagandistic tactic to take. Here's my recommendation. You should always be very wary of the names that people give their movements or the laws that they are attempting to pass, because that is always just like such a low-hanging fruit for propagandistic tendencies, basically. Stop, alright, I was only kidding. If gossip is what you crave, dear Václav, I'm more than happy to provide. I don't. I like to talk to people about their beliefs, that's all. Not gossip. Yeah, nobody here gossips. Smokey was making a stupid joke. Don't mind him. Don't sulk about it, then. Oh, I would love some jerky. I wish it was still okay to have jerky for lunch. In truth, I'm the gossip master Mahler. I can't carouse with proper people, but I like to know what's going on. Some mountain cheese. Love that. It's got some sort of greenery on it. If you tell me some of your gossip, I'll tell you some of mine. That's Andreas? A nice charcuterie plate. Yeah, that's basically all that anybody in this game has eaten. And God, does it make me jelly. Those look like bay leaves. I can't imagine slapping a bay leaf down on some cheese and going ham on it, so to speak. I haven't heard anything to share lately. I mean, that's the thing, Gold Stars. I have so fucking much goss. My goss is so hot, it has burned straight through my pockets. But you and Václav, you must hear all kinds of things. You're not wrong about that. Smoky. See, I initially thought it was rosemary. Even though that would, again, be really hard. What green herb could you drape over cheese and just eat like that? I don't think rosemary would be physically viable. Sage, maybe. Tarragon? Maybe tarragon. Maybe tarragon or thyme, yeah. Well, no, I don't think this looks like thyme. Smoky, gossip makes trouble and gets people hurt. When'd you become such an old woman, Václav? You're no fun at all. Basil? Maybe basil? Basil? Yeah, you could drape basil over a hunk of cheese and go at it. It doesn't totally look like basil, but that would be delicious. I don't think the mountain cheese is mozzarella, but it could be. No one's getting hurt. We're just telling stories. All right, then, what have you heard? Václav knows something about the prior, don't you, Václav? Why are you dragging me into this? Look, either you tell the story or I tell my version of it. Stupid. Fine. Are we sure it's not spinach or something? Yeah, it could be. It could be, but the chunk the thing that they had actually draped on the cheese looked like smaller. Like, it looked like an herb. It didn't look like a full leaf of something. A few weeks back, I saw the man, the Hungarian, in the woods. He was doing some kind of ritual with blood. That's not a good sign. The use of blood is often associated with black magic. Black magic? Well, I don't care what color it is. That sounds bad to me. Whose blood was it? His. He cut his hand in the middle of the ritual and dripped the blood into a cup, I think. Hey, pro tip, if you're doing dark rituals and you need some of your own blood, don't cut your own palm. You need to use that for stuff. You've got your body is covered in areas that are way better cut open if you're doing dark rituals in the woods at night. He kept repeating some phrase over and over. Sek lux ten evrit or something. Scared you, didn't it, Václav? Well, I don't mind if people have strange beliefs. Let people do what they want. I just don't like blood. What's inside the body should stay inside. Some invocation. I love that I'm just like, let me drop some hot facts about blood rituals over a casual jerky lunch. Some invocations require a blood sacrifice so the spirit has some material to work with. What if I look cool and tough while I'm cutting myself open? Well then, yeah, the palm of the hand is the best way to do it. If you're going for style, then the palm is the best bet. But if you're just alone casting spells in the woods and nobody's gonna see, I don't think your hand blood is not better than your arm blood. You know? Yes, to do the bidding of the practitioner. That sounds bad. You heard anything else lately? Nothing else comes to mind. Well, the good brothers and sisters at the abbey may have the townfolks fooled, but not old Smoky. They get to all sorts of things in these woods. Mostly they get up to stuff in the library. Ha-cha-cha. Smoky. Oh, please, no one around here cares if I live or die. They sure don't care about what I say to people. Until they do. Fine, say what you want. You know that monk and nun who do the shopping in town? Brother Václav and Sister Matilda? Oh! Ah! Well, they do more than shop together. They meet in the woods sometimes where no one can see. No one except old Smoky. Old Smoky's a little freak. And do the things adults do, you understand? Smoky. What? It's true. I know, right? I know, right? Smoky the voyeur. Who would have guessed? It's not like that. Just, it's impossible to avoid noticing out here in the woods. Sound carries, you know? Good for them. If they're happy, what's the harm? They certainly seemed happy. Very happy, if you get my meaning. You hear anything else lately? No, nothing. No matter, there's plenty more to tell. Hell yeah, Smoky. Hundreds of years ago, the Romans built all sorts of things up here. Then one day, they just vanished. We built on their old bones. You still have to be careful where you step in this forest. You're liable to fall into an old ruin. Or get scared halfway to the grave by a ghost. It's true, Smoky saw a ghost. Oh, I love ghost stories. As do I, but this is no story. Are there any priests who aren't fucking? No. I doubt it. Maybe Mother Cecilia and the abbot. But maybe them. Who knows? It was late in the evening. The moon was high, painting the leaves all soft and silver. I heard a rustling in the meadows, like wind through the grass, like whispers. I looked up. This is my favorite part. This is so good. And there he was, standing in the meadow, like he's carved out of moonlight, bent near in half. He looks at me, and it's like I've been speared straight through my soul. Just there, these two eyes like dark pools boring right into me. And his edges, the borders of him, they shimmered so hard. It looked hard. It hurts to look straight at him. I can't help it. I blink. Like God himself closed my eyes. This chill wind blows through me, the very breath of winter. And when I look back, he's gone. Ghost stories! I love that story. A good story well told. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. I think others have seen what I've seen. Must be a lot of godless Romans under this dirt. Anyway, these ruins are haunted. Hey, Smokey, I have to get back to sharpening knives for the albums. All right, enough talking. Oh, that was great. Good to see you, Master Mahler. Drop by again sometime. Thank you for having me, Smokey. Until next time. That ruled. I'm glad we ate with them. That was cool. All right. Oh, it's nighttime. I have to sleep. Wait, can I sneak into the library again? I guess that would be a waste, since I think I already got all of the information. Yeah, I certainly did not sleep last night or in the afternoon. That's true. That is true. I should tuck her out. How much time is left? That's a great question. How do I know? Uh-oh. Hey, Washlav. Were you just out in the woods alone or with somebody? Brother Washlav, what's the matter? It's the Archdeacon. He's come early with an entire retinue in tow. Ah, shit. He's questioning everyone who knew the Baron and Brother Piero. I've already told him what little I know. He expects to speak with you tomorrow at noons. He requested you specifically. Did he say why? It's no secret you've been poking around the town and the abbey, sticking your nose in the rot. I hope your prying has borne fruit, or Piero's neck will meet the sword. I can't honestly say I've done my best with the time I've had. I'm well aware of the stakes, thank you. If only I had a couple more days. Whatever happened, Piero knows you've been working hard on his behalf, and he's grateful for it. Only, Andreas. What is it? It's just, you know as well as I do, the Baron was not a good man. I'm not saying he deserves what he got, just, I'll say it. That dude deserves what he got. You think hard about, oh, you understand? Fuck, I'm clicked through before reading what he said fully. You're worried I'll tell the Archdeacon what I've heard of Sister Matilda. All I'm saying is, if in your searching you heard something about her, I'd ask you to keep it to yourself. I'll do what I can to protect Sister Matilda from censure. That's all I would ask of you. I should return to Kiersau. The abbot will be having a fit right about now. Be well, Andreas. I will pray for Piero's deliverance tonight. You should as well. He's basically said, choose wisely what you say to the Archdeacon. That doesn't seem like something that I'm going to do. So, oh well. Yeah, I should rest. Yeah, Hobbs, I'm saying. Is another clue at the widow's house? I mean... Uh-oh. Do I have to go straight? Oh, shit. What is happening? Andreas, when are you coming home? Oh, am I dreaming? Dad, I'll be home soon. I'm a little nervous about this girl. Sabine? Don't worry yourself about it. I barely knew your mother before we were married. Besides, you need a wife if you're going to start your workshop as a master. That's the law. What? That's the law? I have to get married to have a workshop? Yes, of course. You're not going to quit this like you quit university, are you? Ha 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 ha. No, of course not. Good. If I weren't for the work I did, can we get a poll on a scale 1 to 5 how screwed it is? I don't like the implication. I don't like what you're implying about how successful I've been, but yes, I will do a poll. If it weren't for the work you did for the rector, I would never have had the opportunity. You never would have had the opportunity. Most people never get a second chance after they throw something away like that. I know, Dad. We'll see you when you get back. Sure, all right. How long can I fuck around before I get yelled at again? Oh, it's you. I only have the picture of you, the one my brother Daniel made. I really don't have any idea what you're like. So, what are you like? Please don't imagine me telling you in your own mind. Oh, I'm not actually talking to you? No, that's fair. I guess this is a dream. Why? You'll imagine I'm wonderful or imagine I'm horrible. Either way, it's not fair to me, is it? The real you? To none of us. Okay. Well, my imagined idea of Sabine is great. I'll see you soon, Andreas. For real, I mean. I suppose that's true. Until then. This dream is representative of symbolic tile mazes that were mosaicked into many floors of Romanesque and Gothic churches that represent the winding path to salvation and people would walk on holy fast days. The center represents Jerusalem on earth. Oh, that's interesting. So if I've been to some churches that have similar sort of like walkable mazes, and I've always understood them to be like kind of for meditation. But it sounds like they have an older history than that, potentially. I'm thinking of one. I feel like there is a grotto, a religious grotto outside of Portland, Oregon, that had one. But I really can't pinpoint that memory any finer. Also devastated. Devastated that we got a 4 on that poll. Okay, you were meant to meditate and pray as you walked the path. Yeah, that was my understanding. Hey, it's back! We're back with the Jester! Welcome back, Andreas. It has been too long since you graced the court with your presence. Apologies, Your Majesty. My mind has been preoccupied by a tragedy at Kirsau Abbey. What manner of tragedy? The murder of a nobleman, a close friend of the Prince Bishop of Freezing. My friend Brother Piero is the abbot's only suspect. I know that he could not have done it. How do you know? Examine your assumptions, my son. In addition to having no motive and violence not being a part of his character, he's not physically capable of the act. He is of limited strength and has a palsy in his hand that makes holding a paintbrush difficult. It's inconceivable that he would have had the strength and resolve to kill the Baron with a blow to the head. A whole lot of inconceivable shit happens on this hell of an earth, Andreas. I don't deny that it's possible, but I believe it is extremely improbable. So what do you intend to do about it? When I'm brought before the Archdeacon, I'll tell him what I know about other people who had motives to kill the Baron. I have to believe he'll see there's much more likely suspects than Piero. Why have you taken this task upon yourself? I want to find the real killer. I have to save Brother Piero's life. He has no one else to help him. Your love for and devotion to him speak well of your character. A man who is humble before his elders who honors also his gods. A man who is humble before his elders honors also his gods. Of course you'd say that, old man. He's right, though. If Andreas doesn't help him, no one will. Exactly. I understand why the brothers and sisters cannot act against the abbot, but I must do something. Why does that shit for brains abbot care about the death of a useless fart like Lorenz Rothvogel anyway? Ha! Powerful people get upset when other powerful people are murdered. This could threaten the existence of the abbey. Oh no, the abbey! Who gives a damn about those hypocritical assholes? In any case, Andreas' ability to prevent Piero's death depends on the judgment of the Archdeacon. Wise or foolish, corrupt or just, the Archdeacon will be the first and possibly final arbiter of Piero's guilt. Andreas must win the Archdeacon to his side using the tools favored by men such as him. Ooh. Wisdom? Wisdom can be shared, but the audience may not comprehend it. Authority? Despite your talent, you're merely an artist. He has been invested with power by the Prince Bishop of Freezing. You have no authority with him. Honesty? You must be honest in all things, Andreas, but many are not willing to accept the truth, and the cost of honesty can be high. Reason? Bah! When's the last time you met a man who was truly ruled by reason? Alright, I love this breakdown of what all of these figures represent within my dream. So the Hierophant represents authority. What was it? The Jester, honesty. Beatrice represents, what is it? Wisdom? Which she represents reason. No, she must represent wisdom, and Socrates represents reason. Hope. Oh, damn, Beatrice! Lies. Oh, shit. Truth? Above all, faith in Providence. Well, what do you plan to tell the Archdeacon, Andreas? There are other people in Kirsau and Tassing who had motives to kill the Baron. The widow Kimpmeyer despised Lorenz for maiming her late husband. Maimed how? Beat him to shit. Beat him just all the way to shit, Socrates. His injuries were so severe that they never truly healed, and he needed a cane to walk. He died less than a year ago. Otelia is certain it's because of the wounds he received that day. Why did the two quarrel? My understanding is that it was simply an argument about trespass that got out of hand. And now I suppose that she will lose their home. My apologies. His home. Girl, for what reason? Should an aged widow not live out her remaining days in peace? She should, but she won't. She didn't squeeze out any little kimpers for old Rannig, so away the house goes. Yes, because women must fight to own their property. We exist on the sufferances of men. Oops. Which choice did you choose for me just then, game? Good. Perhaps if more men understood our anger, the laws would change. A good man does not sit idly by while injustice flourishes around it. What the hell is a half-trained artist with half a university degree going to do against the might of the Holy Roman Empire? Idiots. I guess we'll just have to bring the Holy Roman Empire down. You have established a motive for the widow, Andreas, but there is another matter that requires inquiry. While women and men are equal in most natures, women are weaker in strength. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Whatever. How could a woman of Otelia's age overpower a healthy man like the Baron? Rainy games, I might play through this game a second time, depending on how this ends, because I'm also really curious how this goes for other people. I don't think Otelia did it. This is my problem, is I talked to the people that I wanted to talk to, not the people I thought were the most likely candidates for murderer, and I feel like that is going to backfire on me. I talked to people I thought were interesting. I wonder at that myself. Have you found anything that she could have used to kill the Baron? No, not yet. If you wish to convince the Archdeacon that an old woman killed the Baron, you'll need more than just motive. I don't want to do that. I don't want to convince him. Are there any other suspects? Yeah, Sister Matilda was also fucked up by the deacon. Why was the Baron not punished for it? Well, it seems the Baron was beyond the reach of justice, at least at the time. He used the lunchtime for investigation and investigation for lunchtime. Yeah. Yeah. This is because I accidentally triggered the Sabbat lunch, which I did not mean to. Mother Cecilia sent Sister Matilda away to a hermitage to recover away from the rest of the nuns. How did you come to this understanding? Mother Cecilia told me that the Baron had harmed a nun during his last visit, but would not tell me more. I crept into the Abbey's library after dark and investigated the nun's admittance records to learn the sister's name. That's actually the opposite of what I did. I snuck into the library first. The Sabbat lunch was really cute. That was really nice. I don't regret seeing it, but I regret that I have doomed the two people that I enjoyed talking to being suspects. Yeah, once I knew the name, we talked. You risked a great deal by trespassing in the library, but I was rewarded even better. Cha-cha-cha. I watched a playthrough by an actual medieval historian? That's cool. That's a cool stream. Right, Andreas might have seen the monks and nuns fucking. Scandalous behavior. Technically, I only saw the monks fucking. Not that Andreas would know anything about that. Lorenz couldn't get his way with a nun and almost killed her for it. I wish I could say it's surprising. Sister Matilda's motive is a powerful one, but by what means would she have killed the Baron? She may have hit him with a shovel. I found a bloody shovel in the convent garden. She claims she used it to kill baby rabbits. A plausible weapon, to be sure. A shame we cannot confirm whether blood on the tool belongs to Lorenz. Are there any others you suspect? Prior Ferric feared the Baron would report his occult interest to inquisitors. How so? Prior Ferric and the Baron shared a fascination with the occult texts. The Baron was pressuring the Prior into performing a ritual for him while he was visiting Kiersau. When Ferric refused, the Baron threatened to turn him into the Inquisition. And how did you come by this knowledge? Well, I found a blackmail letter. It's a dangerous thing, a monk dabbling in the occult. His very soul could be in danger. Forget the soul, you could have been defrocked, excommunicated, even killed. All for a little curiosity. Better to say stupid and ignorant, that's what I say. Ludo History is his channel. That's interesting. We'll have to check that out. I'm gonna open that in a tab so I remember to... Do they do other historical streams? I can't imagine there are a lot of games that fit into their purview. Hold on. It's gonna... Alright. Is curiosity such an awful thing? No, but it was knowledge of the nature of good and evil that caused the fall of man. The seed from some corrupting fruit may lie sleeping between the pages in many dangerous books. Prior Ferric feared loss of his status, his life, and even God's grace. Men have killed for less. How might the prior have accomplished the deed? I'm not certain. I haven't found anything that I think he could use as a weapon, because the abbey won't let me dig up a grave. It will be a challenge to convince the archdeacon that a prior committed a murder this foul. If you mean to suggest that Ferric is a suspect, you must find a weapon to convince the archdeacon. Are there any others you suspect? I found no other suspects. That's not true. You've brought a worthy mystery before this court, Andreas. I pray to God we have granted you the insight you need to face the coming challenge. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'm prepared to meet the day. That's not true. I am not at all prepared. I am fucking not prepared. Before you go, Andreas, there's one more thing to consider. You will be summoned to the Archdeacon to tell him what you know. Hobbs, that's basically exactly my plan. But you need not tell him everything. Yeah, Beatrice, 1-to-1, Beatrice. I'm with you, hundo. There's a place where noble lie. This is not one of them. Disagree. Why, the Baron is dead. All of the people with a motive to kill him suffered, either directly or indirectly, from his wickedness. Simply mentioning a name to the Archdeacon may endanger them, whether they had anything to do with the murder or not. Right? No point throwing everyone waist deep into shit. Hee. I protest any attempt at deception, but you must ultimately follow your conscience, Andreas. Little time remains before you must stand before the Archdeacon. Use it wisely. I'm not going to, probably. I'll do my best. Until we meet again, Andreas, God be with you. Yeah, I mean... I don't think it was Otelia or Matilda. I thought... Yeah. I'm annoyed because I thought talking to... I didn't think Otelia at any point was a legitimate suspect. I wanted to talk to her because I thought she would give me context on why people in the village hate him. And she didn't really. She just gave me context on why she hated him. And so now the game thinks that she's a suspect, I guess. But I don't think she's a suspect. And I'm annoyed that the game is forcing me. So I have to think about, okay, so here's the thing is we found those notes. And those notes were left in the dormitory and the convent. And the person that left the notes smelled of sulfur, which makes me think I should follow Lucky. Lucky was the blacksmith, right? So I don't know who else could smell of sulfur. I thought I had more time to talk to people, and now I'm panicking about how much investigation I have to do before I go see the Archdeacon. I mean, the prior is a pretty good suspect. He has a solid motive, and we know a location for a potential murder weapon in the grave. But it could be anything in that grave, and I don't know that it's a murder weapon. But the only other people I really have suspicions are the guy who stole from the Lord. But, I mean, so we know the circumstances of the Lord's death was that he was attacked from behind. And that kid stole from the Lord. But that kid has no reason, Martin has no reason to go to the abbey looking to kill the Lord. So he's not high on my suspect list. I don't know why the game wants me to follow Lucky, so I don't know legitimately. I mean, other than the fact that he quarreled with the abbot or the Lord. But who the fuck didn't fucking quarrel with the Lord? Like, for whom does that not make a suspect? So I'm gonna have to think about this, whether I want to follow Lucky or try to dig up whatever is in the grave. I mean, something that's gonna be hard evidence is gonna be better. Hey, Ava. Well, enough. There's too much to do and not enough hours to do it all. I hear that. Ava, I hear that. The storm made such a mess of the town, and there's the leaks of the roof at home, and there's all the wool. The ewes are near to lambing, so we sheared them last week. I must have spent ages washing all that wool. Have you ever smelled wet, dirty wool, Andreas? Confirmed, is just one of the stankiest smells. Now that it's clean, we've got to spin it, and that takes an age all its own. Lord, I don't know where I'll find the time. Won't Clara help you? Certainly. Sometimes I forget you're from Nuremberg, Andreas. Clara, Hetty, Veronica, Kath, even little Ursula will be there, though she makes mischief more than she helps. Yeah. At least the work goes quickly with the women working together. Lively conversation helps pass the time. Yeah, Gold Stars, I'm leaning towards investigating Lucky just because, like, although I know, like, physical evidence is going to be a better bet than circumstantial evidence, which is what I think I'll get from Lucky. But I want to open up at least one more suspect, because the pool of suspects I have now are Otelia, Matilda, and the Prior. And of those three, I think the Prior is the most likely murderer. But I would love to widen my accusational plate. So, sometimes we even get a visitor. Andreas, I need you to fucking focus. I could be a visitor. Don't you let Clara catch you talking to me like that. Too bad other men in this town won't follow your example. You're welcome to come. I'm sure the others would be glad of your company too. Johann Brauer will be there to keep an eye on us. As long as you stay outside, I can't see what harm visiting would cause. I'll consider it. Please don't backseat. Did I remember to put the no backseating option up? Please don't spoil it for me. Come on, everyone will be glad to see you mingling with regular folk. I just won't look at the chat. Hetty especially. She worried you think too highly of yourself. We meet at Johann Bauer's home. Come by in the morning or afternoon and speak to Johann. I should get back to work. It was a pleasure running into you, Andreas. Oh, the pleasure was entirely mine. You relentless flirt. Keep your voice down. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Clara. I have something for you. This should be enough to pay my rent and the tax you owe the abbey. Andreas, this is far more than your rent payment. We can't accept this. Oh, I didn't... Okay. Consider the rest a gift, then, in addition to my rent. But Andreas, how did you even find so much coin? Are you sure you'll have enough to spare for yourself? I convinced Brother Matthieu to pay me a bit early. I wanted to make sure you could pay your taxes in time. God bless you 1,000 times, Andreas. You don't know what this means to us. I'm happy to help, Clara. It's the Christian thing to do. You're a good man, Andreas. Thank you. I'll let you move on with your day. God bless you. Until later. Damn. Did it. Did it. People have been offering more advice necessarily than I would I would request. But I can't remember if I put no backseating in the tags. The tag system is rough. You forgot to finish this one up. Okay. Let's see. Well, it's too late. It's too late for me to add a no backseating tag, but please just be chill. Okay, Lucky is a stonemason, which I don't know how he would necessarily get covered in sulfur. Hey, Ulrich, what's up? The thing about the backseat tag is that I take for granted that people shouldn't backseat, so sometimes I don't remember to add the backseat tag when I'm fussing with the tags, if that makes sense. You think little Anna did it? The cutest little murderer. Poor Otelia. How you doing, lady? I meant to double check because there was this other thing on the table. I'm assuming she didn't mean for me to hang this note. Oh! Remember your husband, the pain he carried like Job. The red bird flies, Matens, chapter. Okay. Hey, Otelia, what the fuck? No idea. I found it on the table the night before Rothvogel died. See, it is an Agatha Christie thing. Somebody was trying to Agatha Christie the Baron, but he didn't succeed. I can barely read it. Then writing's too fancy. Keep it if you want. It means nothing to me. Somebody was trying to murder on the Orient Express this dude. And they just fucking failed because nobody came to join them. Huh, okay. So, I think it has to be somebody from the church. This is so hard. I think it has to be somebody from the church because it had to be somebody who is able to get... It had to have been somebody who could get into the dormitories and the cloisters and the dormitory and the convent, but also move freely in town. And I actually don't think most of the monks or nuns have that capacity. But the prior could. Andreas was just wondering when you'd turn up. The gaggle said you'd come to watch them spin. Between you and me, Hetty's not about to let you go once she's got you in her claws. So I hope you've got a few hours to hunker down. Nope. 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 No. 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 Nope. 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 No. 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 Absolutely not. I do not have a few hours for such a thing. Hey, Il Peter. How you doing? How's it hanging? Regular Peter. Good to see you too. Big George. Hey, Andreas. You say hello to the girls today? Ava and Clara? No, I mean the chickens. Peter, James, and John. They like it when you stroke their backs or give them a good scratch under their breasts. You named your chickens after the apostles? Isn't that blasphemy? I guess when you put it plain like that. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, they're good names. But I hear about the apostles every Sunday in Mass. They witness Jesus' greatest moments of glory and his darkest trials. And I was thinking, that's how it is with the girls and me. They see everything I deal with around here. Well, that makes perfect sense to me, Big George. You have much in common with Christ. You're making fun. It's fine, I get it. Oh, I'll just call them the girls from now on. I don't recall your family eating eggs. What do you do with all of them? Oh, we sell them to the Bowers. Clara said we need the extra money for taxes. Anyway, I should get back to it. Until later, Andreas. They need it for taxes? How much taxes are these people fucking paying? I feel bad about making fun of him for his chicken names. Big George didn't deserve that. Hey, Andreas. A criminal amount considering how little they earn. Well, some things haven't changed since the medieval times. I wish, God, I'm wondering, I can't help but wonder what backstory. This is a rhetorical question. If you know the answer, you don't have to say. But I am curious what background I could have taken that might have clued me in on who smells of sulfur. Do you know what I mean? Seb, it's a good question because again, if the person smelled of sulfur, it kind of makes sense that a blacksmith would be potentially a suspect. So I don't really know why we don't suspect them. Stinkologist? Hey, class. Was sulfur used in midwiffing? It's right there in the title. Midwiff? How do you smell sulfur? Midwiff. So, I think you're on to something. Where is the midwife? That's the Drucker house. Midwife is over here? Oh, Otto! Otto's not a midwife. Okay. Oh, they're above us. Right? I get confused a lot with the map. Okay, yeah, they're in the map section above us. Okay. Agnes is Lucky's wife. Okay. God, do I wanna... I'm gonna flip a coin. I don't have my nice... I had a $1 coin that I kept in my desk to do coin flips of when I needed the help. Oh no, I think I emptied out my coin purse. I literally don't think I have any coins to flip. Oh, no, I do. Okay. I'm going to flip a coin, and this is going to decide whether I do auto or follow lucky. Oh, God. I fucked up that flip. Heads, auto. Heads! All right. We're digging up a grave. Assuming I can convince him. Hey, Otto. Afternoon, Andreas. Heard that baron friend of yours was killed up in the abbey. My mentor, Brother Piero, has been blamed for the crime. One of the elder brothers, isn't he? Might have met him while I was replacing the scriptorium roof. Seemed an alright sort for a monk. Wow, wait, what does for a monk mean? What does that imply? Anyway, did you need something? Otherwise, I got things to do. Oh, I guess Otto doesn't like the abbey in general. Do you... yeah, let's just jump right 2 feet right into the grave. Feet first. Do you think you could help me dig up a grave in the abbey? Why? You think there's something in there that'll prove the old brother's innocence, right? This isn't just a weird fucky thing? That's right. You're perceptive, Otto. I only listen when people talk. You should try it. Wow. Wow, Otto. Did you talk to the abbot about this mischief? Wouldn't want to get my grubby hands all over his stuff without his permission. Actually, he expressly forbade it. Ah, and you still want me to do it? Sure, why not? Hell yeah. See, this is what I was saying with the brother, what was it, Vulcan? That we talked to last time? You've got to tell people the truth and let them make their own choices. This is the most honorable, respectful way of going about things. Sure, why not? It'll take a few hours, though, especially if I'm digging alone. You don't care that the abbot said? I'm not going to push my luck on that. I'm ready. Let's do it. Fine, I'll grab my tools. Was it Voslav I was talking to? No, it was, his name started with a V. It was like Volkrin? So, town carpenter. Wow, I'm not even helping. Volkbert. Yeah, that's the one. I'm not even... Look at this fucking dandy-ass artist. Exhausting. Not unlike this here. Yeah, he's like fucking Oscar Wilding it over there. Satisfying too to make things with my hand, to feel the sun on my neck and sap under my fingers. And I haven't fallen off a roof yet, so all in all, I can't complain. Being the only carpenter in Tassing must keep you busy. Busy's one word for it, overworked's another. It was easier my dad and I could do all the work together, but since his stroke, it is what it is. Did he see a doctor? Perhaps something can be done. Yeah, this twink cannot be bothered. Dr. Stoltz took a look at him. He said there was nothing to be done. Made it seem like we were wasting his time. That doctor sucks. It was a few years ago, and my dad doesn't trust a doctor as far as he can throw him. But thank you. Anyway, the work gets me talking to everyone in town, so I hear all about what's troubling people. Many people in Tassing are struggling, Andreas. The peasants especially. I heard as much from Clara. They used to be able to pow a portion for their taxes and crop, but the abbot put an end to that. Oh, it used to pay. God, the typo erasing thing is actually catching me up a lot. They used to be able to pay a portion of their taxes and crop, but the abbot put an end to that. Now if they get a bad price from Miller, they don't have enough to pay the abbey. That's exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about. That sucks. The abbot might own the land, but he doesn't work it. He just reaps the benefits of others' efforts. It's time to unionize the village. When is our union any percent run? Let's speed run this. But it's not just him. The law, imperial law, that's what gives him the power. So maybe the laws have to change. I think I said this the very first stream, but we have more in common with literal medieval peasants than we do with a modern rich person. Here it is. This is it. I had no idea it was so bad. My family are all artists. That's why I can't do manual labor. You're from Nuremberg, right? Well, away from the peasants' problems. I'd be surprised if you did know. Good thing you came to Tassing. You can get a real education in how the world works. Anyway, I should get back to digging. It's going to take a while. This is all on my own. I'm actually excited. I have this idea for a video, and I think it's the video I'm going to do after the one I'm working on right now about... I actually don't want to say what it's about because I'm really excited just to make the video. But I think I'm going to be able to leverage this game as a really good example. And it's always really nice. Got a ways to go yet? Why don't you take a look around? Okay. I think I've already looked at... Oh! Hey, look at this cool gravestone. If I get a single callus, I can never paint again. Oh, Andreas. Brother Jacob from Cologne. Did you ever meet him? We spoke a couple times. He was a funny man. Just about the only one of these monks with a sense of humor. A funny monk! I'm sad to have missed him. He had a gift for manipulating his features and his voice to imitate the other monks. Great. A man like that is wasted at an abbey. Mother Brunhild Abbetissa? I doubt anyone's in that one. What? Given the age, I guess she's long been moved to the abbey crypt by now. Oh, okay. You worried Father Gonneau might try to punish us for this? God willing, we'll be done before he finds out about it. Andreas, pick up a fucking shovel. You have a shovel in your inventory. To be fair, it might be a murder weapon, but come on. You literally have a shovel. I cannot believe this, man. So you want me to speed it up? Sure. What do you care about my back? Christ. Laser! Thank you for another raid. I'm gonna raid you. The next time we get a chance, I'm gonna raid your music stream. Thank you for the raid. Hello. I love that you guys raid open with pew pew pew. That rules. I also like this opening raiding message. My raiders usually open with a series of holes, hands, and teeth. Which is, I think, true and honest to the stream. So I think that's really good. Hey, were y'all doing more music on your stream? Sister Maria the Librarian. Probably before your time. Welcome, everybody. We're playing Pentiment. It's a medieval-themed murder mystery, and it's going great. We're currently digging up a body in the churchyard because we think one of the prime suspects might have buried the murder weapon in here. You can dig it. Hey. It's going okay. Yeah, we're having a super normal one. I was a boy when she passed. My father spoke well of her, though. Said she reminded him of his own grandmother, a sweet woman who loved the Lord. I expect the abbot will have her dig up soon. Ah, for the crypt. A ghoulish tradition, I always thought. What's dead should remain buried. But then they won't have much space here, and many of the monks aren't long for death themselves, so... I'm learning a lot. I didn't realize... Oh, shit! Fuck! Oh, it's okay. I have blackmail on this guy. Short, angry monk coming this way. Ah, hell. We're destined for an earful. Ooh, or better hide. Shit. Matthew's not gonna like this. I could hide, but then I'd be putting Otto in a tough spot. He's not going to be happy with me if he has to deal with me thou on his own. But this could be the clue that unlocks the truth about who killed Lorenz. What's a little trouble if it saves an innocent man's life? Hell yeah. I love that we can still hear... I love that we can still hear the monk walking this way. But he hasn't gotten any better. He hasn't gotten any closer while I stand here thinking. Ah, hell. We're destined for an earful. Is all well here? Yes? Why would it not be? Why have you coerced us? See, this is why I had the easy write fonts on. Because these fonts are genuinely difficult for me to read. As somebody who's just a little bit dyslexic, they're very difficult to parse. Are they difficult to parse for all of you? This is actually a good question. I'm curious the extent to which people can just read this very easily. Why have you coerced the carpenter into digging up the late brother Gerhard? To solve a mystery! If memory serves, Father Grenot expressly forbade your involvement in any mystery solving on Abbey premises. I can't read them, but I'm used to... Yeah, Hobbs, come on. You have bonus points in reading this because you're a fucking expert. You can read it, but you're majored in that sort of thing. Too many of you are experts. This is the wrong group to ask whether or not this is parsable. I can understand it well enough, but understanding something and reading it out loud are difficult. Yeah, the different difficulty levels. That's true. Take a second to resolve. All right. You're squinting. Yeah. As circuitor, it's my duty to prevent for mischief. It's my duty to prevent for mischief stuff. Okay. And sometimes there's just typos, added or missing words, and that doubles the difficulty. As circuitor, it's my duty to prevent mischief such as this. Yes! Yes, I get to blackmail him! Oh, I'm so happy. Like the mischief you and Rudiger get up to in the library. Whatever this is about, leave me out of it. It's nothing. Andreas is just being cruel. I don't mean to be cruel. Well... I mean, I guess blackmailing is inherently a cruel thing to do. I had already persuaded him. Well, then that was just for me, I guess. I really just called it blackmail. Yeah, no, you're fair. It's fair. That's fair. That was a cruel thing to do. I was just excited that I had unlocked the thing that allowed me to blackmail him. Why did I go through all that effort if I wasn't going to use that skill? Well, I'll just look at him meaningfully. Finish quickly and clean up when you're done. Deal. Deal. I mean, it's tricky because he doesn't know I'm, like, chill. You know? Right? Like, he doesn't know I'm chill, so he's probably really stressed out. Should I have told him that I've also had sex in the monastery library? Do you think that would make us, like, one-to-one? Like, mutually assured destruction. Vis-a-vis having fucked in the library. Oh, Father Matthias is here. With a wooden headstone, too. Things must be worse for the abbey than I thought. Shouldn't abbots be buried with more marble? The rest of the abbots are in the crypt or under the church. I took a look at them while inspecting the foundations with Andreas. Kearsal's built on top of an old Roman fort, not cheap to maintain by any means. Well, surely they could do better than a wooden gravestone. Take it up with the abbot if it bothers you so much. Me, I think they should all get wood. Hey! Otto's on board with me. Everybody should get wood. Well, I've reached the body, but... What, is something wrong with it? Looks fine enough, decay notwithstanding, but someone stuffed a sack up under his ribs. Good God. Let me see it. Arcane tools. They could serve no other purpose. Tools? What do you mean? What would you use these for? It certainly looks like one is splattered with blood. Magic. 2 are plated with precious metals and engraved. A silver chased rod. A silver chased rod and a golden plate. The rod has symbols on it of the zodiac on it. The plate has some script I don't recognize. Ah, a knife. Seems ordinary enough, but together with the other 2 buried here. Why would somebody bury them here together? Because they're forbidden. Wait, there's blood on some of the tools on this rod. Dried to be certain, but not that old. Ferric tried cleaning this, but wasn't able to remove all the blood. Could this be what was used to kill Lorenz? Who buried this here anyway? I can't say, but it may be connected to the Baron's murder. What? None of this makes any sense. What's going on here, Andreas? I don't know. Otto, I don't know. That's what I need to figure out, Otto. Thank you for your help. Ooh, I should find somebody to eat with. Oh. Look at all of these quests. I'm never gonna complete most of these. We might do a second run through of this game. I don't think I've ever done multiple run throughs of a game on this stream, but like damn. Andreas probably helped with the cleaning up. He was like, oh, I'll do all the pushing of that dirt back on the grave. We'll arrive at Kearsau Abbey. Oh, he wants to question me at Nona's. She talked with Lucky. After helping Otelia, Prior Ferric has been acting strangely. Should talk to him and find out what happened. The Baron and the Nun. Okay. I mean, Lucky feels like the last really big plot thread to follow up on. But it's lunchtime anyway, so let's see who we can eat with. Nobody at the Abbey wants to eat with me. That's fine. Hobbs, that's good feedback. I want to know what other things you have to tell us doing different builds, I guess, so to speak. All right, who do I think is cool that I want to talk to? Maybe I'll just hang out with the Gertners. The Gertners are pretty nice. Gold stars, I would love to hear about an optional thing that doesn't do anything but is cute if you want to hear about it. If feel free. I don't know. It's so hard to parse like where the edges of backseating are, but if it's something that like doesn't affect the plot and is fun and enjoyable, then I'm into it. Yeah, I know game. There we go. Oh, yeah, you might be right. The Gertners. I have had lunch with the Gertners before. When am I gonna get? Go to the kitchen, go to the cellar, talk to Wolfslav. All right. Hell yeah. This way. For obvious reason. Wait, what are your obvious reasons? The Gertners are also among my favorite because they're printmakers. And I'm a printmaker now. I don't know if y'all saw I posted on, I think everywhere. I posted on Twitter and you're a printmaker too? That rules. I'm taking a printmaking class from a letterpress place. And so I've been making prints on the weekends, and I made an extremely fun print. Lucas, I don't think I've talked to this dude yet. And there we go. We've done it. But I made a really fun print of Kirby. I wanted to see if I could make an abstract Kirby print. In very much the same way I do with like 3D Blender art streams sometimes, where it's like, how stripped down can I make this thing and still make it parsable as what it is? And so I made really fun abstract Kirby print. And I love it. It was so delightful. I was so pleased by it. I was pleased that it looked like Kirby. Like, I think you could look at it and be like, yeah, Kirby. I think I want to do more. I want to do more with better coloring and then do something, I don't know. Sell them maybe. But it was a fun, if nothing else, it was a fun thing to try. It's a curb, right? I was just so pleased at how it turned out. I'm sorry, Andreas. I can't let you down there. Father Grenot doesn't want anyone talking to Brother Piero before the Archdeacon arrives. What am I gonna do, elope with them? I know. Just a few minutes. I really shouldn't. Ooh. Implored Grenot to... Oh, I lost points for that? Angrily denied Piero. Oh. Waslav likes me because I denied that Piero was the killer. Oh. I'm sorry, I can't. Oh no! Are you setting me up to blackmail him again? Gold stars! How dare you give me this opportunity? Come on! No! How dare you set me up for that? Come on! Oh, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I won't forgive this one. Oh, God. Normally, I don't get warning when this will be remembered pops up, but that's what you just did, Double Forte. No, I'm not going to. I understand. I don't have the blackmail option. This is just good at speech checks. Aw. All right. So the next time, should we do a fully evil run? If I play this game a second run, if we do a second run, should it just be an evil run? Because right now, the way I've been playing it has been, I would argue, fully, kind of borderline. God bless you. Evil run. Full bastard run would be really fun. Oh, hey, Grenot. Nothing is happening. This is a chaotic little guy run. That's the run that we're doing right now is a chaotic little guy run. But we could do a full bastard run. A full batard run. Oh, to do a full hate the church or hate the town folk run? Yeah. Yeah, both of those feel like they could have a lot of potential. A flirty little guy run. Yeah. That's... If a game is going to give me the option to flirt, I'm probably going to flirt. Because that's how you stay in practice. Chaotic twink run. Yeah. A Lutheran run? That would be really funny. As someone born of Lutherans. Both of my parents were raised Lutheran. But absolutely nobody in my family. Well, nobody in my current family. Nobody in my immediate actual family anywhere close to practitioners. Like, neither of my parents just not at all religious, but all my extended family are very hardcore Lutherans. But it's weird sometimes when I hear about Lutheran doctrines and like Lutheran beliefs, and then I'm like, oh, oh, that's why. That's why my parents and now I am this way. I'm gonna run to the scriptorium real quick and see if there's any... Oh, did not mean to interact there. If there's any interesting interactions to be had there. Ooh, sacristy. Anything good in here? I think this is just all the normal stuff. All right. Doesn't look like anything over here. Yeah, Seb, I mean, it's just interesting. Lutherans are they're a predominant religious group in this area. Cashew! Oh, that's adorable. Hey, Ferenc. I've heard it said you perform blood rituals in the woods. We've reached full blackmail. Who would slander me with such a claim? I love how wibbly Witch was, but I don't want to get my friends in trouble. Oh, what does it matter? The question is, are you a witch, Prior Ferric? Keep your voice down. They were merely angelic invocations, entirely Christian and benign. Then why are you whispering? I remember too well what transpired in Innsbruck. And because I know the minds of men, even godly men, are now and again poisoned by fear and small thinking. And what were you doing in the forest, Andreas, that you would see me? Making the most of my time in Tassing. What else? I tell you, the country girls are a different breed entirely from the women I'm used to. That's quite enough, thank you. You've gotten your answer. Are you satisfied? Never! No, you still haven't explained the point of your angelic invocations. That is, unless you really were doing witchcraft. Which, of course, to be clear, I do approve of. I was merely attempting to evoke the angel's aid to help with the abbey's financial troubles. I've heard about court magicians in Hungary who do the same for their rulers. Such interests are not uncommon in Hungary. You know that's where I'm from. Ooh, double option. They have a more reasonable attitude towards the occult arts there, I'm told. Yes, well, we're not in Hungary, are we? I should have known you were a fellow practitioner, given the books you wheedle out of the sisters. I'd have figured you for a dilettante. Were your invocations effective, Prior? The Lord and his angels do not work on a mortal timescale. Now please, Andreas, you've drawn the truth from me. I'll trust we can keep this between us, considering our mutual interests. Yeah, that's fine. I actually wanted to talk to you about some stuff I found. Nod solemnly. Be well, Master Mahler. Time to bond with this guy before accusing him of murder, just like Columbo. I mean, basically. Hey, just real quick, do you float in water or like nah? Wow, I really can't ask him about it? Okay. Feels like I'm already on a little bastard run. That's just because you don't know how much worse I could be. It's all about perspective. Yeah, I'm just being a little town gossip is classic chaotic little guy behavior. All right, let's leave. Can I get out through the I think I can get out through the Abbot house, or is this door still locked? Damn it. God, okay. I'm playing a gossip in the game. A jossip. Yeah, this big hair holds a lot of secrets. Every time that the screen moves up like that, I keep thinking we're gonna go into a cutscene. Alright, and that's just the guest house. Oh, is the lady still here? Hi, Salamea. I love Salamea. She a babe. Okay. Hey, Till, you seen any more ghosts? I don't know who to have lunch with. Is it lunchtime? Or do I think I still have the chance to talk to people, right? Yeah, I think I still have the chance to talk to people. Is there anything over at the Roman ruins? The painting by little Paul. Yeah. Alright, that looks like it. Alright, I think... last lunch with whoever we would betray, because that's thematic Corvus Punk! Damn! That's icy. Alright, let's go follow Lucky. Oh no, it is lunchtime, okay. That must be why I couldn't investigate. I don't think I can have lunch with the person I plan on betraying, because that's the prior. That is the prior. Although he's got blood on that thing that we found, but he also admitted to doing, like, we know he was the one doing blood rites in the forest, probably. So, well, who haven't I had lunch with? Oh, let's go have lunch at the bakery. I bet they serve a great spread. The midwife is Lucky's wife. Yeah, but, I mean, everybody was saying that... that's the Steinhauers, right? Everybody was saying you can't investigate during lunch. I think I'd rather have lunch with the bakers. They've got to have, like, a good-ass spread, right? Did I already have lunch with the bakers? I didn't, right? Did I? Chat, you have to help me remember. Pibs, thank you for the resubscribe. Maybe I will go have lunch with the midwife. I for sure have not had lunch with the midwife. So if I want to make sure I'm not double down. Hey, Agnes. Good day, Andreas. Did you need something? Might I eat with you and Lucky? I realize we've never shared a meal together. It would be my pleasure. Are you hungry now? Ravenous. Thank you, Agnes. Let's eat then. Bless us, O Lord, and these are your gifts for which we are about to receive from your bounty. Yeah, I misread that. Maybe I was projecting. And we pray you keep safe for the souls of the two innocents who rest at your side. They are dearly missed. Oh. Through Christ our Lord, amen. 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 Oh, nice. They got fish. You're looking tired, Agnes. Did else keep you up late? Wow, Lucky. Kinda rude. Kinda rude, Lucky. I was supposed to make... Somebody requested an emote in the Discord of one of the little guys. One of these little guys in the game. But I do not remember... Does anyone remember which one it was? Let me check. Oh, is the Pog Dog. No, it's the Pog Duck. Alright, keep an eye out for me. It wasn't the orb, although the orb is really, really good. I think it knows the Pog Duck. Hard to choose, because all of these creatures are so good. I don't mind. She needs the support, and I'm happy to give it. Someone has to look after the women of this town, and Werner hardly cares to. Did something happen to Else? Pog Duck lives by the waterfall. What a phrase. What a thing to say. She lost a child a few weeks back. She was overjoyed when she finally quickened, but her bleeding returned soon after. It has been difficult for her, but she has been through it before. She'll make it through again. Uh-oh. Oh. I didn't see what I clicked on. She is strong in her love of Christ and in her love of her husband. She does dote on him, though Linhart hardly deserves it. Oh, right. The miller. That dude sucks. He seems quite unpleasant, yeah. That's one way to put it. The miller is not a kind man, not to the peasants and not to his wife. Spreading rumors is not Christian behavior, Agnes. It's hardly a secret. The man has power in this town, and he makes certain we all know it. Take it as caution, Andreas. Don't get on the miller's bad side. Whoa, what? His unkindness is doubtless what caused her bleeding. The little medicine icon is implying that this is a medicinal statement. But I don't think that's true, so I'm just gonna be like, yeah, gotcha. The best thing we can do for Elsa is care for her as neighbors, care for her as neighbors, like Christ tells us to. Agnes is on board for the union. You all heard it just then. Agnes is gonna be on the front line of unionizing this town, 100. She isn't the only one in Tassing who struggles in her marriage. Even my Brigitta has her troubles. Martin Bauer's wife. I didn't realize she was your daughter. Our only living child, yes. God rest their souls. We should never have agreed to their marriage. She deserves better than Martin Bauer. For fucking real, she do. She loves him, Lucky, and she had to marry sometime. What could we do? Found a man who isn't such a useless shit. At least we got Wolf out of it. Aw, Wolf is pretty cute. I'll make sure he grows up solid. He'll become a great stonemason. Just like his grandpa. Ugh, what a sweet family. Oh, Seb, okay, yeah, you make a good point. I thought unkindness implied a literal unkindness, but I think that is probably a more accurate read of what they were trying to go for. Sheesh. Yikes. Whooppow. Now, why don't you tell Andreas about your work at the abbey? You said you found something strange in the building? Strange how? Ah, that. No, double forte, it really don't. I was repairing a cracked wall down in the crypt. The abbey used to be a Roman fort, right? So it's no spring hen. I bumped into a relief of the Virgin, and a door slid open. Ho, 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 excavation of Hobbs Barrow was the damnedest thing. Oh, wait, he's talking about the secret passage we already found. Damn. I discovered the same thing. A fascinating architectural detail, to be sure. That old abbey's full of secrets, make no mistakes. Yeah, it's the same door I already found. Makes me sad. I thought it was to the crypt, maybe. Not from the crypt, which is what it actually was. Anyway, stuck my head up through the trapdoor, and one of the nuns screamed. You didn't tell me that part. I felt bad for scaring them. Ooh, Andreas, that's a horrible thing to say. Who doesn't enjoy a thrill from a strange man now and then? Fucking everyone? You must have frightened... These are both terrible, Andreas. You must have frightened Sister Illuminata half to death. Ah, I probably should have knocked first. Never know what you'll find behind a closed door. Speaking of work, I should get back to it. Still lots to fix after that storm. It was lovely having you, Andreas. Take care, Agnes, Lucky. Thank you for your hospitality. See you around the abbey, I expect. Oh, fuck! Fuck. I have to go see the fucking Archdeacon. What if I just... Can I blow him off, though? No, huh? Okay. Schlau, will you still love me after I condemn somebody to death that might not have done it? Oh, he said yes. Did you hear him? He said yes! Oh, I didn't mean to go this way, but it's fine, I guess. Hey, everybody. Hello, Master Mahler. I'm sorry to cause you trouble, but have you seen Martin recently? He wasn't feeling well, so I let him sleep until prime. No, gold stars, no. 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 He wasn't feeling well, so I let him sleep until prime. But when I came to check on him, he was gone. I saw him Thursday morning. I did see Martin running through the meadow, but that was a delicate situation, and I'm not certain how I should handle it. I didn't get a chance to speak with him, and I don't know what he was up to. The boy is clearly trouble. The people in town do not think well of him. I mean, I do have a pretty good idea of what he was up to, but I guess I don't know for sure. I didn't get a chance to speak to him, and I didn't know what he was up to. It could be entirely innocent, but if I tell Kat that I saw him fleeing the abbey, she might think I think her son killed Lorenz. I don't want to get embroiled in their problems. Even if it was Martin who killed Lorenz, I don't know where he's gone now anyway. Wow, so he just fucking disappeared? Uh-oh. Ooh. Still, Kat deserves my honesty. I saw him Thursday morning. He ran through the meadow while I was on my way to the abbey at prime. But he said he was sick. And what was he doing in the meadow? He hardly ever goes out there. It always makes him sneeze. He seemed to be running from the abbey. Why do you ask? Martin has not been home in some days. Uh-oh. He has a history of making poor decisions. Like stealing? Baron Rothvogel's manservant believes Martin might have stolen some of the Lord's rings. Lord have mercy. That must be where he's gone to sell them. Oh, Martin, how could you? Is it possible he could have killed the Baron? God, no. He's troubled, but he's never been violent. Not like... His anger is for himself, for his compulsions. He does not take it out on others. Do you know where he's likely to have gone? Last time he ran off, it was to Innsbruck. I don't know. He could be anywhere. What if he was attacked on the road? I'm sure he'll be all right, Kat. I pray to God that you're right. I'm sorry. This is not your trouble. Thank you for speaking with me. Is there anything else? I don't want to impose, but if it wouldn't be too much trouble, please let me know if you see Martin. I'm so worried for him. I'll try. Thank you, Master Mahler. Be well. Oh, I wish you a good day, Andreas, but I fear it would be a lie. Has something happened? Martin's gone missing. Kat is beside herself. Do you know where he's going? I'm sorry, I don't. Kat might know. He speaks more to her than he does to me, even though I'm his wife. I'm sorry. They've always been close. They've had to be to endure... Well, maybe Franz could tell me more? I don't... Well, do what you feel you must. Franz is a difficult man. Very hard on Martin. It's made him difficult, too. So difficult that he could commit a murder? No. There was a storm cloud over Martin, but it rains only on him. What a beautiful way of putting that. There's a rain cloud over him, but it only rains on him. He would never hurt somebody. I can't imagine it. What are you talking about? It was nothing, an idle question. I'm sorry to have disturbed you. I should probably get back to my chores. Franz will be angry at me for shirking. Or talking to an unmarried man. Of course. All right. God willing. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye-bye. Be well, Andreas. You too. Hey, Mahler. You seen my son? I saw him running from the abbey Thursday morning. That fucking rat. That layabout was asleep when I went into the fields. He told his mother he was sick. He says anything to you? Like where he was going? He told me to eat shit, actually. God damn it, how many times have I told him? Grrr. Must have been his mother's influence. He sure as shit didn't learn that behavior from me. Okay, counterpoint. 100% he did. If you see him again, will you tell Kat? She's driving me crazy about it. I'll let him know. Until later, Mahler. Until then. I really like those little chicken coops. The wicker chicken coops. Wish I could go down to the creek, but it does not look like I can. Hey, Hans. Yeah, where the fuck did you learn to curse like that, you little shithead? Well, well. Hey, Otto. Well, so we're past time for the stream. Oh, I just... Face my fate? Yeah, I think it's time to face my fate. Yeah, I think it's time. Don't wiggle my way out of this one. But I do want to run and get a picture of the fish. So we gotta get a picture of the fish. Just by the waterfall. None of those look like pogger fish. The frog with the hat is very primo. It's in the background? It's in the world. Oh, I see. Hold on. Pogger fit. Where? Oh, the duck. Oh, it's not a... Did I say fish? I meant duck. Okay. All right. All right. I see the pogger duck now. I see and have screenshotted the pogger duck. All right. Let's go to this thing. Let's go to the church or whatever. Where am I supposed to meet them? Chapter house. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Oh, everybody's here, huh? Everybody's hanging out. Yeah. 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 Everyone. Yep. Yep. Hey. Hi. I like the horse too. I like that the horse's head looks just a little bit too small. Uh-oh. Please state your name for our records. Andreas Mahler, artist, recently of Basel. Really? What brought you all the way to Upper Bavaria? I'm headed back to Nuremberg to finish my apprenticeship and open a workshop. It's the end of my wander year. Very well, thank you. Oh no, please write that down. I think we're ready to begin. Of course, Your Reverence. Fuck me, what am I gonna do? I mean, I'm gonna accuse the prior. He's really the only... I don't feel like I have really good evidence on anyone. Like, I genuinely, at this moment, do not know who killed this dude. Now then, Master Mahler, what was your relationship to Lorenz, the Baron Rothvogel? Incidental acquaintances, nothing more. Would it be fair to say that you did not feel you knew him well? Yes, Your Reverence. Well, I had some sense of him as a person. How would you characterize him? A nobleman, for all the good and ill that goes along with that title. Do you have a problem with the nobility, Master Mahler? Of course not, Your Reverence, but even noblemen may be tempted to abuse their power. I understand your meaning, yes. Fucking knew you would, my dude. Do you know of anyone who had a reason to harm the Baron? Do I know of anybody who had reason to harm the Baron? Where to fucking begin? Yeah, I can think of a few people. One or two. Good, that might help us solve this problem that faces us. The Baron Rothvogel was murdered here in this very room. Someone did it. Father Gonneau believes it was one of his own monks, Brother Piero. I met with Brother Piero and questioned him at length. While it seems unlikely that a man of his age and temperament could murder the Baron, he was discovered in flagrante delicto. So many people in this game found In Flagrante Delicto, right? That could be the second title for this game. He wasn't, though. The Baron was already dead. Stop talking. If you wish to advocate on behalf of Brother Piero, I suggest shutting your mouth until I ask you a question. Piero had reasons to resent the Baron, the loss of his work, and the insistence on discussing the writings of the troublemaker from Wittenberg. As far as his age and infirmary, I myself have read of many cases in which a man of modest strength succumbs to the temptations of the devil. Once seized by a devilish fever, the poor sinner gains an infernal power that allows him to inflict grievous wounds, sometimes fatal. What I'm saying is that in spite of the curious circumstances, Brother Piero is the most plausible perpetrator of this most vile act. I understand that you are on friendly terms with Brother Piero. You also interacted with the Baron both in town and the abbey. Did you witness anything that suggests someone else could have murdered Baron Rothweigel? Where to start? I mean, let's start with the most obvious. The abbey's prior, Ferric, was behaving suspiciously the day of the Baron's arrival. He may have had a motive. That's an extraordinary claim, Andreas. The abbot speaks highly of the prior, and he oversees both your and Brother Piero's work, does he not? Yes, but Prior Ferric's role in the scriptorium has little bearing on his motive. An extraordinary claim requires extraordinary evidence for me to take it seriously. Why should I take the word of an artist over a respected officer of this abbey? I can provide evidence of Prior Ferric's motive. Oh, please do so. Baron Rothweigel and Prior Ferric were exchanging letters about performing a magical ritual during the Baron's visit. You have proof of this? I have both of these things. I have a letter the Prior wrote to the Baron. In it, the Prior mentions that he will not... I just got a pop-up achievement that's called Hot Goss. Tell Jacob immaterial gossip. I don't feel like this is immaterial. In it, the Prior mentions that he will not perform a ritual for the Baron, even if the Baron does follow through on a threat to implicate him to inquisitors in Innsbruck. An implication of necromancy is a serious matter. The Prior's position would have been in peril, possibly even his life. And how do you believe Prior Ferric would have killed the Baron? I pray you will not say it was a magical ritual. I found a silver rod that belongs to Prior Ferric. It has dried blood on it. A silver rod? Likely a magic tool of some sort, but it is of a size and weight appropriate for the head wound that the Baron received. How did you come to possess this item? I'm gonna lie. One of Prior Ferric's concerned brethren delivered it to my keeping. I would prefer to keep his name out of the records. Highly unusual, Master Mahler, but I will heed your request. Is there anything else to say about the Prior? No, Your Reverence. Very well. Who else may have wanted to see the Baron dead? Yeah, I'm also interested. I mean, I was using rhetoric, I guess. So it wasn't a lie? I guess? Yeah, I'm curious about that, whether that was a choice or a slip-up. Well, the Lucky Steinhauer argued with the Baron. Who is Lucky Steinhauer? I don't believe his name came up during our questioning. The town stonemason. No, I think I found the grave. I think I was walking through and I interacted with it. No, somebody did mention it to me. Didn't they? Or did I see him coming out from the graveyard with, like, dirt on him? I do not remember. All right, what's the connection between the town stonemason and a nobleman from Worms? I and at least 3 farmers in the village saw Lucky arguing with the Baron when he came to town. About what? The grave was the result of the code book. Oh, the code. Okay, yes. Yeah, good call. I don't know, but the argument was heated. Hetty and Veronica Bowerin witnessed it. You mentioned a third witness. Yes, Martin Bauer. Unfortunately, yes, the boy fled. Still, we will question the women about what we saw. And how do you propose that the stonemason killed the Baron? He's strong? Yes. I'm simply saying it's possible he could have committed the murder. Your opinion is noted. Is there anyone else you think of who may have wanted to harm the Baron? I mean, your question is so vague. The answer is all of them. The local thief? Yes, his name came up in my inquiries. My understanding is that he absconded with some of the Baron's valuables. Arnold. Yes, your reverence, a silver ring, a gold ring, 12 golden, 10 groschen, and a book intended as a gift for the abbey. Thank you. I am going to get to the no one. It is my understanding that this boy was known as a thief, but also as a coward, and that the theft was from the abbey's guest house after the Baron had already left it. Very well, your reverence. I'm not treating him as a serious suspect for the Baron's murder at this time. Who else may have wanted to see the Baron dead? Well, that's everyone. That is everyone I know about. Very well. Very well. Are you aware of anything else that might shed light on this case? Has Brother Florian told you about the note he found in the Baron's clothing? Yes, Brother Florian explained how he came to find it and told me of its contents. See, I feel like we didn't even find the real killer, because we still haven't pieced together what all these notes mean. Unless the person who killed him gave those notes to anybody who thought might be a suspect in order to throw people off the track. But then also, it's extremely dumb to tell people where you are going to be and when you're going to commit a murder. So, like, passing out those notes ahead of a murder that you intend to commit to invite people to view the murder would be a really weird thing to do if what you were trying to do was cover your tracks. I don't know. Master Alderjager has entered his testimony in our books. I don't understand the implications. Who is the innocent? It's not clear to me either, your reverence. Do you believe the murderer wrote it? Yeah, but nobody took them seriously, apparently. As far as we know. I mean, it's possible somebody who got one of those messages did go and did go to the murder. Like, whoever wrote it was a talented scribe. I understand Kirsau has two, the elderly brother Adok and the younger brother Guy. To be frank, your reverence, neither man has the skill to write this way. Oh, what a weird burn and what a weird time. There's something else about it, too. The style is just different. It's unlike Adok and Guy's writing. It's unlike mine. Yes, well, whatever the particulars, it seems it will remain a mystery that stands apart from the commission of the murder. Unfortunately, there's more to tell. I found more notes. Notes written in the same hand, on the same type of parchment, to those who had motive to kill the Baron. This is deeply troubling, but again, beyond the bounds of my investigation. In any case, I thank you for bringing it to my attention. Of course, your reverence. Thank you again for your time, Master Mahler. Would it be impertinent of me to opine on who the killer is? Haha, I lost points for implying I don't like nobles. And interrupting Piero. Oh, interrupting to explain about Piero. I lost points but then got them saying I had no problems with nobles. I gave my name politely. And I've got the orator background is really doing a lot of heavy lifting here. Not at all. You're an educated man and have conducted yourself appropriately. Parentheses in this inquiry. Close parentheses. I reserve final judgment, of course, but who do you believe killed the Baron? Considering all of the evidence, I love that I only have 2 possible notes for Lucky. Varric. Oh. I should have clicked through all of the... I regret not clicking through all of those things. For some reason, I thought I would be able to do that afterwards, which doesn't make sense. I should have clicked through them at that point. Well, it's probably fine. Prior Ferric, Your Reverence. Others may have had a motive, but Prior... no. Leave it at that. Noted. Your contributions to this inquiry are appreciated. Thank you for your time and candor. I wanted to help in any way I could. I know in my heart that Brother Piero is innocent. Until later, Master Mahler. Until then, Your Reverence. The brother's innocent. Goodbye. The brother did an okay job. Andreas, I didn't think you were coming to this. I didn't think I was either. I suppose I wanted to see how this ends after all. It was the prior of the abbey, if you can believe it. Did you ever talk with him in the abbey, Andreas? You missed the trial, Andreas. That archdeacon read all of the charges and found him guilty. I unlocked an achievement that said get Ferric executed, which I feel weird about. I mean, Drew, when people call me a bitch, I respond very similarly. Usually with like a shrug. I don't think Ferric did it. I worked with him almost every day, Clara. I didn't know he had it in it to murder him. Oh, they wanted you to think they're so pious, but all they're here to do is slowly drain the life out of this town. Calm down, Peter. Oh, here comes the procession. Did I miss anything? No, you're fine. Andreas? Otto. Oh, you also went with Ferric? Okay. Honestly, I doubt it was Ferric. Not only is it too convenient, but I think the knife and blood were explained away. Seb, I kind of agree with you. I do not think that we found the actual killer. And it's really the matter of the notes. The notes are so weird. And he got a note too. I don't think anybody who got a note... I don't think anybody who got a note is going to be the killer. I'll watch on the Absolute Bastard run. Remember, the first note you found wasn't a suspect, it was the victims. My Lord Judge, have I executed well? You have executed as judgment and law have required. For that I thank God and my master who has taught me such an art. I mean, it also doesn't make sense because if Ferric was worried about the finances of the Abbey, killing the Lord, who is one of the biggest sponsors of the Abbey, is a dumb thing to do. I know this was your doing, Andreas. Take it up with the Archdeacon. It has nothing to do with me. I mean, that's disingenuous. But the best option. The Archdeacon wouldn't have reached his verdict without your testimony. I read it. I didn't say anything that wasn't true. You are no longer welcome at Kirsau, Andreas Mahler. I will send your final payment to the Gertners. May you have a long and successful career in Nuremberg, and may you never travel this way again. I kind of wonder if the abbot is not siphoning funds himself. Because, like, hypothetically, the abbey is more profitable than ever because they're not accepting food, they're only accepting money. They seem to be taxing. I can't tell if they're taxing more or if the fact that they're not accepting food anymore just means that people are paying more. And they still, I mean, like, they're still getting funding from rich dudes. Well, Andreas, has the time come for you to leave us? I'm afraid so, Brother Piero. This farewell will have to be brief. Father Gonneau made it clear I was no... Oh, that's not me. That's me, not the old man speaking. This farewell will have to be brief. Father Gonneau made it clear I was no longer welcome at Kiersau. I pray that time will soften Father Abbott's heart. I hope he will eventually realize you were only trying to help me. This is a sad parting, but inevitable. I had hoped you would stay a bit longer. But the world needs you more than Kiersau does. You have grown beyond this old abbey and become a master in your own right. Actually, I've done very little art. If I'm gonna level with you, Brother Piero, I have done so little art. I will miss you, my son. Who's gonna keep you out of trouble when I'm gone? I pray that this is the last trouble I will see in my old age, and I have God and you to thank for getting me out of it. Come, your masterpiece is complete. May I see it one last time before you go? Please, I value your assessment. The opinion of one old monk matters little. I don't believe that, brother. All the same, I'm excited to see it finished at last. Wow, it gets really gruesome here at the end. What is this a drawing of? Oh, these are your murder mystery notes. Well, this is really fucked up. It's a masterpiece, truly worthy of the word. I mean, this is pretty great. Yeah, it's pretty great. Ferric. We condemned Ferric. And it appears you took my advice to heart. What advice was that? To put yourself in the work. Hey! Not just to interpret another artist's work, but to transform it into something true. That's me. That's me, I'm here. This shows the world as it is, as you have seen it, even if it is not what we may want to see. Though it is not my place to say so, I'm proud of you, Andreas. Oh. 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 He's proud of me. Oh, what's this? A scrap of parchment? Do not return here! Whose hand is this? It doesn't look like Brother Addox or Brother Guy's. Brother Florian and I found a similar note in the Baron's clothing. Someone was trying to manipulate him into going into the chapter house in the middle of the night. No, and I found more notes delivered to others while I was investigating. They must have been written by somebody who knew the dark secrets of the town and this abbey. Oh yeah, Mechtel, 100%. 100%. There was very little doubt in my mind that we were killing the wrong man, but oh, it's just a game. They tugged at those secrets to kill the Baron, like someone pulling at threads that had been buried in the past. That's a mixed metaphor, my dude. A frightening thought, but who would do such a thing? Boy, I wish I knew, Andreas. Boy, I wish I knew, Piero. Do not trouble yourself overly about it. Your future lies outside of these walls. I hope that you will have time to visit me once or twice in your travels before the Lord takes me. I'll come as often as I can. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Everybody in this fucking town knows everybody else's fucking secrets. Everybody. But we do know Thomas is the one who takes confession. And we didn't really talk to him all that much. So, like, Thomas might be somebody to investigate in the next playthrough of this game that I am now emotionally dedicated to doing. I'll come as often as I can, assuming Father Gonneau doesn't forbid it. He's definitely going to forget it. We must have faith that better days lie ahead for all of us. Yeah, that's good advice. God bless you, Andreas Mahler. Thank you for your friendship. Oh, thank you for your guidance. Until later. Uh-oh. A pop-up just appeared that said finished Act 1. Oh, shit. Okay, so there's more of this game than I thought, huh? Oh no, it's me! I'm an old man! Are you alright, Master Andreas? That's me. I'm an old man now. And look, I've got some sort of Pinocchio with me. Oh. What? Are you all right, Master Andreas? Yes, thank you. I was just remembering him. No! 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 Oh, I know he's an old man, but I'm really sad. Trying to, anyway. It doesn't come easily anymore. Oh, would you like me to leave you alone? I don't know who you are, so yes, please. There's nothing to be done about it now. It's too late. Like so many things. Andreas Mahler. I never expected to see your face here again. Have you been in Nuremberg for the last 7 years? No, Nuremberg for a few years, but I received some lucrative commissions abroad. Oh, what? What the fuck is happening? Oh my god, this stream already went long. If I knew there was going to be this much more, I would have ended it at a normal time. Yeah, Chad, I'm also like, really? Only 7 years? This dude, it feels like he has aged a lot more. Oh man, what the fuck? Okay, so... Poland, England, France, or Aragon. Barcelona, Paris, London, Krakow. Let's do... Oh. I mean, I think I already know French from one of my other backgrounds, so let's do Aragon. Spent a few years in Aragon. They're quite fond of the Netherlandish paintings, and my style was, well, close enough. Are they still conducting those ghastly inquisitions there? Across the peninsula, yes, though less so in Aragon. Why? I find them cruel. The Jews were ejected from Dijon as well, an ugly part of our history. I'm surprised you care at all. Well, I'm not about to leap into the fire to save anyone, but I don't think it's right what's happening to them. In spite of our extensive travels and success, you're still not welcome at Kiersau. The abbot hasn't forgotten what happened. 7 years isn't all that long. I simply wanted to pay my respects to an old friend. Surely you understand that. I understand why Father Abbot expelled you from the abbey. What were you expecting, a hero's welcome? Fine. Tell Father Gounod I'll be staying at the land house in town. Ooh. Oh, do they have a hotel now? Oh, nice. I'll be staying at land house in town for a night or two before moving on. The Golden Hand? I'll tell him, but I can't imagine he'll care. Why is he so rude? God bless you. Now, fuck off. Damn. Just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. Alright. That monk seemed unhappy to see you, Master Andreas. Why is the abbot so angry with you? I did some shit I ain't proud of. Toward the end of my stay at Tassing, there was a murder in Kiersau Abbey, a nobleman. Father Gounod panicked and accused my friend, Brother Piero, of committing the crime. I helped convince the investigating archdeacon that another monk was responsible, Brother Frank. He was executed for the crime. You got somebody killed? Yes. I had no idea you were involved in something so exciting. Why didn't you mention it before? Well, I'm not fucking proud of it, kid. Well, I suppose it must have been a hard situation about if the abbey is still this mad at you. Whoa, what a creepy thing to say. No, I had to make some difficult choices. Maybe they were the wrong ones. I've had to live with that. Why did we come here if you're not welcome? I wanted to pay my respects to Brother Piero. And to be honest, I'm not looking forward to returning to Nuremberg. This commission, it's an obscene vanity piece under the pretext of a religious scene. My patron just wants to celebrate themselves and their wealth. I dread every new commission more than the last. Every step I take toward home is agonizing. Wow, dramatic. But, Master, you're famous and rich. Your work is wonderful. When I saw your altarpiece in Nuremberg, I begged my father to help me become your apprentice. I don't understand how you could accomplish all that and be unhappy. Oh, my little Pinocchio, you're still so stupid. I know, it must be hard to believe. I was once very much like you. Once I wanted this life so much that it consumed my every waking thought. Well, that's simply not true. I was very horny. I don't know if I've changed or if what I wanted was never really real. Maybe I've been a fool this whole time. Ha! Wow, okay. I want life as an artist to be better for you, Caspar. Learn from my mistakes, all right? Yeah, okay. I shouldn't be burdening you with such dark thoughts, Caspar. Come, let's visit my old friend Klaus. It's been too long. As you like, Master Andreas. Wow, I don't feel like I talked that much with Klaus. But I can't wait to see everybody. Oh, I'm so nervous about seeing everybody. I'm really worried. I'm really worried. Now I want to play a second playthrough knowing that my consequences matter. Oh no! Oh no! I genuinely, and I know you're gonna throw this back at me, if I had known all my choices matter, I would have played differently. If I had known there was gonna be longer term consequences, I feel like I would have played so differently. I would have flirted more and blackmailed less. So I feel like that tells you something really pointed and accurate about how I live my actual life. Well, fuck. Yeah, I'm saying, Hobbs, I live my life in a very specific long-term way. So that's my advice to you. Flirt more, blackmail less. Thank you for joining me on this stream. I'll see you Thursday for more of whatever this is. Whatever this next part of this game is going to be. I'm excited about it. And nervous about it. What if I got a nun pregnant? What if I did get a nun pregnant, though? Okay. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.